Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Destiny 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, Lord of Wolves, OP, or just a weird-looking gun? Let's get to it. The Lord of Wolves has come under fire recently from various streamers saying that it is too powerful in the Crucible and needs to be nerfed. Today we're going to look at what the Lord of Wolves is, how it performs in PvE and PvP, and does it need a nerf? So let's get right into it. The Lord of Wolves is a shotgun archetype exotic. Now, unlike normal shotguns, the Lord of Wolves has a burst fire mode. And with the recent PvE nerf, there are two modes that you can choose from. So normally you can have a 5-round burst, but if you hold down the square or reload button, it will swap out and you'll get the buff that says release the wolves, and that will give you a 10-round burst. Now, looking at shotguns, shotguns are excellent at short range and will end you with one pull of the trigger. Once you get outside of the effective range, however, it's going to take 2 shots to take someone out, or more, depending on the range, because the damage drop-off is very significant once you're outside of the effective range. So in comparison, the Lord of Wolves has a much longer range that extends that short range into the medium range. And that is where the controversy stands. Now, compared to a shotgun at same range, so a shorter range, the shotgun is going to win every single time over the Lord of Wolves, because the Lord of Wolves, you have to wait for that burst, whereas the shotgun, you'll get ended in less than a second. Now, once you're outside of the effective range of shotguns, the Lord of Wolves is still doing just fine. So the Lord of Wolves is still doing damage in that range, and that is the range of controversy. They're saying that that range should be pulled back. Now, I'm going to say I disagree. The problem with the Lord of Wolves is not that it has long range. Now, if you were able to slot exotics in every slot, then you would have an argument. But exotics are supposed to feel like more powerful weapons, even if it's only in one specific area. And that is very specific, that long short range to short medium range, where the effective range of the Lord of Wolves is beyond normal shotguns. And look, there are shotguns that do quite well at short, even into, I would say, short medium. If you have shotguns that have a higher base range, and then on top of that, so if you're looking at shotguns that have a higher base range, something like Parcel of Stardust or Dust Rock Blues, something that already has a high base range, and then on top of that you put something like Opening Shot, Slide Shot, Rifled Barrel, Rangefinder. No, nix that last one. Rangefinder isn't actually a thing for shotguns anymore. Originally, it was in the loot pool for shotguns in Destiny 1, and people wanted to get rangefinder and snapshot sights, and that would sometimes effectively double the range of your shotgun, which was really a bad thing. So they got rid of that as a potential in the loot pool. But if you have Rifled Barrel, that's going to extend the range. If you're able to get range on the Masterwork, and if you're able to get Slide Shot and or Opening Shot. Opening Shot, of course, is the first round out, and Slide Shot, while you're sliding, you effectively extend the range of your shotgun. And Rifle Barrel, of course, extends the range without any drawback. There are other ones that will extend the range, but increase the spread or remove crit chance. So just looking at apples to apples. So there are possibilities of getting longer ranges with legendary shotguns. And as we all know, time to kill with a regular legendary shotgun is much faster than Lord of Wolves, which does take a second. As soon as you pull the trigger with a regular shotgun, boom, your opponent's down. Lord of Wolves, you have to wait for that 10-round burst to come out and knock them out. And yes, you do have to use a 10-round burst, especially once you get into the longer ranges. Now, using it in the Crucible is not a guarantee, because you have other weapons that do just fine against it. Shotguns at short range, sniper rifles, and then of course you have things like Cold Heart or Wave Splitter, which will do a decent amount of damage at medium and long range, which you have no chance of countering. So the simple fact of the matter is that the Lord of Wolves is not a legendary weapon. It is an exotic weapon. It should feel more powerful, even if it's in a niche position. And that long short to short medium range damage, effective range, seems to me to be a very niche position. And shotguns, as a general rule, aren't as effective in PvE and are almost exclusively for PvP. Not always, but almost. So to say that someone using the Lord of Wolves in the Crucible with no one else using Lord of Wolves, that person would become untouchable is laughable. You're going to be able to take that other person out. Now, of course, if they're camping in one particular spot, it may be a little bit more difficult to dislodge them if they're using Lord of the Wolves. However, it is not impossible, not even by a long shot. You have so many options available to you to dislodge someone that is camping. You have grenades, you have grenade launchers, you have rockets, not even just looking at heavy weapon options. And of course, you have shotguns. If you're using a shotgun and someone else is using Lord of Wolves and they're camping around the corner, as soon as you see them, you're going to end them, and they may or may not take you out. But the fact of the matter is that they're not untouchable using the Lord of Wolves. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Three minutes. If you want it, this battle is yours. Take it! One minute. You have this. "30 seconds remain. Finish them." Sound tactics bring victory.